Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today's video is going to be me talking about 5 perfumes which I personally think can be signature perfumes. So consider this like a signature perfumes recommendations kind of video from my side. I feel like I have a lot of perfumes at this point in my collection which are very different. Some are a little bit more musky, some are a little bit more floral. Majority of them are sweet, and then there are some fresh ones. So it's difficult for me to actually pick out ones which are signature because I feel like most of them are like very season appropriate and occasion appropriate. But then these 5 which I picked out today, I feel like they are signature perfume recommendations that I would give other people. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. I want to be doing more perfume related videos on my channel in 2021, like 2021 onwards, and I feel like I will do a good amount of them this year, not like every month, but maybe like at least every other month or so. So let me know if you have suggestions as to what sort of perfume videos you want me to do. And yeah, I think now let's jump right into it and let's talk about which are the 5 perfumes I would recommend as signature perfumes to you guys. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so actually before we get into it, I just want to quickly remind you that if you aren't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you go ahead and click on that red subscribe bite button under this video, because it would mean the absolute world to me. Now let's finally dive right into it. So there are 2 perfumes out of these. No, actually 3. No, actually most of these, like, it's difficult for me to personally pick if I had to like choose one signature perfume out of these. But yeah, it's actually very difficult. I mean, I think there is one which I think I should actually start with, is one that I wouldn't pick out for myself, but I feel like for a lot of other people, like if you are not into perfumes but you don't want to stink, this would be the perfume recommendation. So this is Adidas Pure Lightness. I did a video in December where I spoke about I think 4 of these actually. So if you have watched that video, you would have already seen me mention this one along with 3 others. But this is basically it's a very fresh, light, everyday kind of a scent. So I feel like if you are someone who is not into perfumes, you don't like to smell too sweet, too citrusy, too floral, too musky, but you don't want to stink. You want something that is very everyday appropriate, very go-to for college, for office, or even for the gym. You can basically wear this anywhere and everywhere. I would also say that you can wear this if you're going out with friends, or if you're going on a date, you can still wear this, because if you are someone, again, like I said, this one would be a signature perfume only and only for those people who don't like to smell a certain way. So if you guys have heard about the perfume called Glossier You, I've never smelled it because I don't think it's available here in India that easily. Definitely not in stores. But I've seen a lot of people like talk about it and describe it, and it basically smells like a better version of you. That's what it's supposed to be made for. And I feel like this would, like, I would also imagine that perfume to smell something like this. I don't know why. I've never smelled it, but I still imagine it would. So yeah, this is also a very affordable perfume. So if you are slightly younger, like say between 15 to 16, 17, where you live off of a very small amount of pocket money, this is one that you will easily be able to afford. It comes with, how much? This is 50 ml for around 500 bucks. Yeah, 499. So I think this would easily last you like say 2 to 3 months at least. So yeah, a great budget friendly recommendation. Anyways, and now moving on to another perfume that I think is basically an all-rounder. Like, I would call this an all-rounder perfume. Again, I spoke about this in the same video where I spoke about the new perfumes that I recently added to my collection. This one is from Westside, from the in-house line. It's called Studio West. Like, the in-house brand is called Studio West, and this particular perfume is Sea Salt. This is what it looks like. Again, it's very blue, and like the color of the liquid is blue, but and yes, I would imagine this, like when you look at the bottle, and if you've never smelled it, you would imagine it to be a very fresh scent. But I feel like that is what is unique about this, that it's not just fresh. It is very, it's a mixture of basically everything. Okay, this is the best of all worlds. The opening smells a little fresh and a little, it's like a fresh, slightly like the tiniest bit musky, not spicy but musky. But eventually when you wear it throughout the day, it becomes a little bit more floral, and then I think when it dries down, it becomes a little bit more fruity and sweet. It's like if you are wearing this to office and you're spraying this at like 7:38 in the morning, it's going to smell very fresh and musky, maybe when you leave the house, and then maybe till the time you reach office. But if you smell yourself during like lunchtime or something, it's going to probably smell very different, maybe a little bit more floral. And then by the time you come back home, it's going to smell a little bit more again fruity and like sweet, as I mentioned earlier. So this is one that if you have a very specific preference, like you only like this kind, or like you only like smelling sweet, or you only like smelling floral, you will probably not like this, because this is going to smell very different throughout the day. So if you are more of like an experimental person when it comes to perfumes, or rather if you are someone who's not very specific, but you like the fact that you're not gonna smell the same throughout the day, it's gonna like change a little, then you will probably like this. But again, because it's just not any one particular category, because it's a multiple different categories, I feel like that's the reason why I think that this is like, if this is the only perfume that you have, if this is your signature perfume, you will not miss having, like not having anything, you know what I mean? Because it's all combined in one. I feel like, I really hope that I'm making sense. Also, I want to quickly mention when it comes to signature perfumes, because it's the only perfume that you're going to be using, you probably want it to be a little bit more long lasting. This one definitely is long lasting, but this one is not very long lasting. I also mentioned that in my, like when I spoke about this as a new perfume in my December video, I did mention that this one is not long lasting, but I feel like this is one that you can carry with you in your bag, because it's very lightweight. Like this is a 100 ml bottle, so it's a little bit more heavy. So this you probably cannot carry in your bag, and you don't have to, because it's long lasting. But this one, it's not long lasting, but it's lightweight, so you can carry with you in your bag. So I do want to mention that as well. Then moving on next to it's hard for me to say, but no, actually I can't say it. I was about to say that this could actually be my signature scent, but there are a couple of other recommendations I will also talk about in a bit, and I feel like those could also be my signature scents. So if I'm being completely honest, I can't pick a signature scent. I just cannot. But this one is Nuon Woman, and it is the name of the perfume is Rebel, and this is an EDP actually, by the way. Again, I spoke about this in that same new perfumes video, and this is what the packaging looks like. I know when you see it, it looks very spicy, oriental, musky, but it's not. It's actually it's a very sweet everyday kind of a scent. And I say sweet everyday because typically when you imagine a sweet scent, you imagine it to be like sickly sweet. This is not sickly sweet. Also, when I picked these recommendations, I not just thought about like longevity and like what category it belongs to. I also thought about, can it be a winter scent and a summer scent. I feel like these two definitely can be both, but typically when you are going for something very sweet, very vanilla, I feel like you typically associate it with winters. But I feel like because this one is not too sickly sweet and not too strong, I feel like for that reason you can also wear this in the summer. Maybe just make sure you don't overspray it, because if you overspray it, it might become sickly sweet. Again, this is something I would only probably recommend as a signature scent to those people who like sweet fragrances. But yeah, I could see this becoming like a go-to for me, not for life, but definitely for a specific period of time. I think I could just easily wear this every single day and not get bored of it, because yeah, it's absolute freakingly amazing. Moving on next to these, what I feel like the newer perfumes I added to my collection, which I wanted to share. But if you are an OG subscriber, you've probably seen me mention these two, like the next two, which I'm going to talk about already. The first one I have is Imari Seduction. This is one that my like super OG subscribers will also remember, because I've used up a couple of bottles of this in the past, and I recently repurchased it because I missed having it in my collection. And this is what it looks like. Now this one, for the other perfumes I actually couldn't share like notes because I couldn't find the notes anywhere. But this one actually, it says on the packaging itself, this is a hypnotic scent of luscious plum and purple orchid with tantalizing hints of warm vanilla, amber, and musk. So I almost thought that this one has iris, but when I checked, the notes don't have iris. So I think this is orchid and plum, I believe. Yeah. And this again is a very fruity, sweet, but not fruity as in like childish, girly kind of sweet, but more like not mid range, but like in terms of age, like mid to even, like it's not young in any way, if you know what I mean. Like I could imagine someone 30, even 40 years old wearing this, but I can also imagine like even if a teenager is wearing it, it's not like, oh, you smell too mature. It's very every season appropriate, every age appropriate, every occasion appropriate. You can wear this to a date, you can wear this every day, you can wear this if you're going out shopping with your friends, you can wear this everywhere and anywhere, which is why I think it's a great signature scent. Last but not the least, I have this one right here. This is actually, you can't see because the packaging is this way, so I'm going to open it and show it to you. This is what Versace, I don't know why I couldn't say it, Versace Eros Pour Femme. So this is the female version. This is what it looks like, and this one looks like a super citrusy fragrance, and it actually is. So I wanted to make sure that I'm including every single category. So there is something sweet, there is something fresh, there is something citrusy, depending on if you have a particular preference when it comes to perfume. And then also we have ones that are appropriate for everyone. But yeah, this is my citrusy lover's pick as a signature scent, and this is the longest lasting perfume in my collection. This one has a lot of lemon, bergamot as well. Bergamot. I don't know how you say that, but you know what I'm talking about. And this one, again, it's a sweet, citrusy kind of a scent, but you would typically imagine people to wear sweet, citrusy fragrances in the summer, but this is one that I've actually worn a few times this winter as well. So yeah, I mean, obviously I've not been stepping out a lot, but on certain days where I know I'm going to be out from like morning to evening or like even night, I've worn this a couple of times, and I don't think that this smells too summery. And I feel like the main reason for that is because even though the top and the heart notes are a little bit more citrusy, the base is a little bit more sweet. There is, I'm pretty sure, was it amber or ambroxan, either of the two, and vanilla. So yeah, I feel like for that reason this one is sweet, like winter appropriate sweet, but then citrusy for like the summer. So yeah, those were my 5 signature fragrance or signature perfume recommendations for you guys. I really hope that you found these helpful. If you have tried out any of these perfumes, let me know what you think. Definitely let me know if any of these perfumes are like your signature scents, because that would like definitely help other people in knowing that these can be great signature scents. So definitely leave that down below in the comment section. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.